Hi. Today I'd like to show you, well basically this is my favorite 911 I have. And as you can see from the side of it that it is a Kimber. But this is one of the original Kimbers that was produced in Clackamas, Oregon. And it has a really low serial number in the 2500 range. And the way you see this gun is the way I bought it, except for the grips. So Kimber nowadays doesn't really have the greatest of reputations. But back when they first started making these were really something to have. They took their time and their care, and they made a really nice gun. So, like I said, this is the way I bought this gun, and I'll show you all about it. As you can see, it has a fully adjustable skeletonized trigger. It is plastic, but I've never had an issue with it. Mainspring housing is plastic, also lightweight, checkered. It isn't too bad. It has the extended mag release on it. This is a Wilson Combat mag. The Kimber mags, they did suck, by the way, but it has the extended grip safety on it. Sure to be off when you grasp it. Extended thumb safety, easy on and off. Skeletonized hammer, right there. And even the sights, they gave a little more attention to the sights. The backs of these sights are serrated so there wouldn't be no glare on the ends of them. You see there's a mag well cut out, flared. And full length guide rod. Large serrations, not real fine, something you could actually really get a hold of. The reason I'm showing you this gun is to show you that at one time Kimber did make a nice 911. They didn't scrimp. Everything was fitted. I mean, this gun, there isn't a sharp edge on this thing. And it is a stainless, anodized stainless finish. And back when I bought this gun to carry this thing. I know some of you might be saying, what? But back in the early 80s, this is what everybody thought of when it was the perfect self-defense carry gun. I mean, even when you bought your clothes, a new jacket or something, all you were thinking about is, will this cover your carry gun? But I carried it a lot. You can see there's a couple shiny spots on it, but to this day, it functions perfectly. I've never replaced one part except for the grips. And it has functioned. I was leery about this plastic trigger when I got it, and it has proved me wrong. It's held up nicely and it has never let me down. Now I know that the Clackamas, Oregon, I think they start making them in, I want to say York or something. I really don't know, because as the quality went down, I just was glad I had this one, and never looked at another Kimber. I've seen people at the range with some of their newer products. They are flashy, you know, reddish grips and two-tone finish. But just one experience, there was a guy there, he shot it a couple times and the slide spring broke on it. And he didn't know what was going on. And he actually asked me, what do you think? I'm like, it's broke. You got to take it back. And he had just brought it to the range. But back when they started making these, this is what you got. And it was a really good product. You couldn't beat it for the money. I mean, when this come out with all these bells and whistles on it, it was almost like a revolution of the 911 world, because I had like a couple at a Colt Officers model and a 1991 A1, and all those guns when I got them needed some form of polishing or break-in period of 300 or 400 or 500 rounds. This thing has run perfectly the whole time I've owned it. The only ammo that doesn't want to function in this gun, regretfully, are the old black Talons, which I still have a box of. That, you know, that was the one that they call them cop killers or something like that. But we had picked them up early, and I'm lucky to still have a box of them. But they feed, but not reliably. It's the only one, but I think it's because it's such a big square open hole in the top of that bullet. But I don't know what happens, and it is a shame that you have a company that could put out such a nice product and then get lost somewhere on their way down the road. But I guess that happens to a lot of things anymore. But this is a Kimber Classic Custom, the way Kimber intended it to be, to get. And it's a really nice gun. And they did a good job. And that's about all I got to say about it, but I thought I'd let you have a look at it. And as always, thanks for watching the video.